Hi, this is Zsuzsa from I Live with Love. Welcome back to the Virtue series with today's virtue being faith, which I believe it's a very important virtue. But what is really faith? Faith is a deep, trusting belief, a confidence in something or someone, even in the absence of direct evidence or proof, that transcends logic and sometimes even reason. Faith is abstract and internal, often rooted in intuition, spirituality, or a sense of the unseen. Faith often involves surrendering control and believing in the potential or the unknown, even when the circumstances seem uncertain or unfavorable. Most importantly, we believe in God and believe all that He revealed to us, following it without hesitation or doubt, because faith is a personal connection to God. So indeed, there is religious faith. In religious context, faith refers to belief in a higher power, such as God, or in multiple gods, or in the teachings or the principle of a particular religion. It involves trust in something beyond the material world and the acceptance of spiritual truths that may not be directly observable. Personal life faith refers to the trust in people, in relationships, for example, having faith in a friend, in a partner, or even in a community that they will support and understand us and act with your best interest in mind, even when things get tough or uncertain. So we will dive deeper into this type of faith when we do the virtue of trust. Furthermore, people can have faith in certain ideas, philosophies, systems, and institutions. For example, democracy or marriage or science or justice, trusting that they will ultimately prove to be true or effective over time, despite the uncertainties or challenges that may arise. Faith, hope, and optimism go hand in hand, because faith is something used synonymously with hope or a belief in positive outcomes, even when the future is uncertain. It involves maintaining a sense of optimism, indeed, perseverance, and believe that things will work out despite of difficulties. The virtue of faith is therefore an inner strength that allows individuals to trust in something beyond immediate perception, and it fosters hope, resilience, and the sense of meaning in life. One of my favorite quotes is by Martin Luther King. Faith is to take the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. So let me start off with some beautiful and powerful downloads, energetic activations. Would you like to have greater perspective, definition, and understanding, knowing, and feeling of faith, that yours is the same as the Creator's? Would you like to also have Creator's highest perspective, definition, understanding, knowing, and feeling of the virtue of faith? Can the Creator show you that faith is a principle of creative power of love? And how faith allows God's love to flow through you, dispelling your doubts and your fears. And how faith is what you are created through, and that you also create through faith and love, and that this is safe, it's possible, it's permitted for you. And that the more you love, the more you believe, the more you believe, the more you love, and are able to let go of the fears that are holding you back. Can the Creator support you to release your fears? May I witness that for you? Can the Creator magnify your ability to let go of your fears and replace all that space with the ability to have faith? Would you like to know that it's safe, it's possible, it's permitted for you to choose faith? Because faith sustains, energizes, and fulfills you. Please close your eyes if you haven't until now. And as I shower you with the molecules of emotion of pure faith, of course, if you say yes, I would like you to tune in and feel it surge through every fiber of your being, giving you direction that you seek for your life, while healing your past, charging your present, and shaping your bright future. Can the Creator teach you how to let your faith fuel your hope, your resilience, and the courage to move forward even when your path seems unclear? Can the Creator remind you that the more you see your life through the eyes of faith, the more miraculous it becomes? Can the Creator remind you that you are one of God's miracles and that all of us are God's miracles? Can the Creator teach you that your faith grows? As your faith grows, so does your love for your life. Would you like to have God's definition and understanding of a faithful expectation? Can the Creator show you how your thoughts of faith cause your emotions of peace, and how your emotions of peace cause your actions of kindness, and how your actions of kindness cause you to have a fulfilled life that you're worthy and deserving of? Can the Creator teach you the perspective definition of path of faith? And that you know how to honor it, how to live it, because you are full of faith and you are faithful. And that this is safe, it's possible, it's permitted, you're worthy and deserving of it. Can the Creator magnify your ability to allow faith to grow inside you and in turn to grow you spiritually, energetically, emotionally, without growing you physically? Can the Creator teach you how to grow through your faith? How to grow closer to God? How to grow stronger in your purpose? How to grow bolder in your dreams? How to grow closer in your awareness of the miracles around you, and how to grow in joy, and how to reach goals, dreams with ease and grace. Would you like to know how to be connected to the infinite source of truth and knowledge and wisdom through your faith? And that this is your birthright and you can choose it, and you know how to choose it and how to channel it with ease and grace. Would you like Creator to teach you how to allow your heart to see through the eyes of faith? And where there was despair, how to bring hope? And when there was loneliness, how you can bring love? And how to breathe in faith, and how to walk by faith, and how to thrive through faith. So indeed, everyone has free agency to believe what they want, but most conflicts of belief come from people insisting that there's only one way of belief, because all they can see and define is through their faith. Knowing what we want is crucial, and I'm not referring to all the details, but the feeling that you can know what you want and pursuing to achieve what you want. And faith is really giving it charge. And of course, gratitude is always the shortcut to stay on the frequency. So do you know what you want? One sentence, do you have in one sentence what you really want? For me is to live and to spread Creator's love. But what it is for you? Do you want to be happy? Do you want to be healthy? Do you want to be in a happy, harmonious relationship? Would you like to be rich, fulfilled? Think about it. What is that one thing that really excites you? Because once you identified it, how can you create that through every relationship and process is the question. So can we activate the receptors fully of knowing what you truly want the highest way, allowing the peace of knowing what you want to come to and through your energy, nervous system, and all your connective tissues and every fiber of your being? It's safe to know what you want. It's possible to know what you want, and it is permitted. And releasing all the shock and the trauma from all space-time dimensions, from all versions of you when you were living without being permitted to want, to desire, and sending you lots of unconditional love. Can the Creator rededicate all those receptors that were serving you to know what you don't want, to start shifting it in peace, of grace, the highest and the best way for you to choose what you want? That you know how to decide, you are free to decide the highest and the best way. You have the ability to decide, and it is easy for you to decide. Would you also like to know that it's safe for you to decide? Yes, and also no. And even between things with grace and ease, without getting stuck or going backwards or spinning in circles or feeling guilty with decisions making regret. You know what you want and how much you want from it and how would you like it, and this is all possible for you to know. So now again, deciding and then knowing what you want. Would you like to know that you can have what you want? That it's easy and possible for you to have what you want, and that you do have faith in knowing that you already have what you want with complete alignment with your divine timing and your divine purpose. Activating some dormant strings of the DNA for all these shifts to come in fully in the master cell, expanding it to all your cells. It's already done, you already have it in the quantum field, and all you need is faith, believing it, and physical manifestation will follow. Can the Creator show you how to have faith in that? So faith, while it's a powerful force for personal and collective growth, has also been misused throughout history to manipulate, control, and many times to harm humanity. When distorted, faith becomes a tool to serve agendas of power, vision, and oppression. So I'm going to just talk about some of these ways how faith has been weaponized against humanity, often exploiting it, profound influence on individuals and communities. So faith was a tool of control. Faith has been used to suppress critical thinking and enforce obedience to authority, particularly in political and religious systems. Leaders and institutions have often claimed divine authority, making questioning or dissent appears as blasphemy or betrayal. For example, divine right of kings during the Middle Ages asserted that monarchs were chosen by God, making rebellion against them both a crime and a sin. This doctrine justified absolute power and oppression. So by linking faith to loyalty, rulers discouraged individual agency and reinforced hierarchical systems that perpetuated inequality. So everywhere you were a victim of that, can the Creator pull the shock and the trauma and send unconditional love? And everywhere you were taking advantage of that, can the Creator also pull the shock and the trauma and send unconditional love? And any karmic debts that are ready to be resolved from Creator's perspective, can I witness them being resolved on a history level? And that you already know that every person has autonomy and that every person deserves equality. Faith was used to justify violence and wars. Faith has frequently been invoked to justify conflict, conquests, and acts of violences, turning belief system into rallying cries for aggression. For example, the Crusades between the 11th and the 13th century were the series of religious wars initiated by the Catholic Church to reclaim the Holy Land from the Muslims. Faith was used to motivate the soldiers with promises of eternal salvation for those who fought. These wars caused immense suffering, destruction, and loss of lives, often serving political, economical interests more than spiritual ones. So everywhere you were a victim of this or in any other wars fought in the name of God, distorting faith, can the Creator pull the shock and the trauma and send lots of unconditional love? And can the Creator cancel, clear, resolve, I need to fight for God, I need to kill for God, and replace that, I can love for God. And I can have faith for God and in God. Faith as a means of oppression, because faith has been weaponized to justify systems of oppression such as slavery, colonizations, and even discrimination. For example, the transatlantic slave trade was often justified using religious texts, with proponents arguing that slavery was sanctioned by God, or that enslaving people was a way to save their soul. And this way faith was distorted to legitimize inhuman practices, dehumanizing entire groups of people and perpetuating cycles of systems of injustice. So whatever role you have taken in any colonization or enslavement, especially in the name of God, can the Creator pull the shock and the trauma and send unconditional love? Can the Creator also release you from any price as a slave? Can the Creator cancel, clear, resolve, I have a price? And can the Creator replace that with, I am priceless, my worth is infinite? Excuse me, I have a little cold here. Faith was a tool for economic exploitation as well. Institutions have used faith to exploit people financially, demanding resources under the guise of spiritual obligations. During the sale of indulgences in the Catholic Church, people were encouraged to pay money to absolve their sins or reduce time of purgatory. This practice disproportionately affected the poor and was a major factor in Martin Luther's Protestant Reformation. So this way faith was manipulated to generate wealth for institutions, creating these fairy tale stories and economic disparities, and ending trust in religious leadership. So can the Creator pull the shock and the trauma from all space-time dimensions, from all versions of you? Did anything like this happen to you and that you had faith in? So everywhere you participated in any way, and just sending you lots of unconditional love. Faith has been used to create in-groups and out-groups, fostering prejudice, exclusions, and even violence against those who are deemed other. For example, the Spanish Inquisition targeted Jews, Muslims, alleged heretics, witches, using faith as a justification for torture, forced conversions, and executions in a very brutal way. These practices entrenched social division, suppressed cultural diversity, and instilled fear within communities. So everywhere where you were persecuted, or there was prejudice against you, or you were tortured or executed, involved in any of these, can the Creator pull the shock and the trauma and send lots of unconditional love to you? Teach you the clear discernment between what we just talked about and true faith. Also, faith was also used in the gender oppression, because it has been distorted to reinforce patriarchal systems, limiting rights, freedoms, and opportunities of women and other marginalized genders. In many traditions, religious texts have been interpreted to justify the subjugation of women, such as restricting their roles in a domestic sphere and denying them leadership position in a spiritual or in any other context. Actually, these interpretations perpetuated gender inequality and denied women autonomy, stifling their contributions to society and spiritual life. Everywhere this impacted you, can the Creator pull the shock and the trauma and start sending you lots and lots of unconditional love? And teach you how to have faith in the power of equality, gender equality, that this is safe, it's possible and permitted, and just bring it to your awareness how much this has evolved and how to be grateful for that in order to create more equality. So faith has been also misused to instill fear, guilt, and shame, controlling individuals by manipulating their emotions and spiritual aspirations. For example, the concept of eternal damnation has often been wielded to instill fear and ensure compliance with religious doctrines. This was used to suppress dissent and enforce moral codes that served institutional interests. This psychological manipulation eroded personal autonomy, creating environments of fear rather than love and spiritual growth. So everywhere this happened to you, everywhere your personal autonomy was impacted through these fears, and you were used to serve institutional interests, can the Creator pull the shock and the trauma and send lots of unconditional love? Everywhere where it hindered your ability to love, to have trust, and everywhere where it was holding you back from spiritual growth, and the Creator also pull the shock and the trauma and send lots of unconditional love. And can the Creator bring in the energy of forgiveness? That you know how to live your life and how to actually start a life without bringing the resentment from other lifetimes with you. And can the Creator just release the resentment, the anger that you have brought from other lifetimes, or that you inherited from your genetic line because of these practices? Can I witness that for you? Thank you. and just sending it lots and lots of unconditional love to everyone involved, everyone participating. Basically, we are healing humanity. There's a lot of people. Faith was also used to suppress knowledge and progress. In some historical periods, faith has been wielded to suppress scientific inquiries, innovations, intellectual progress, often labeling new ideas as heretical. A good example of this is Galileo by the Catholic Church for his support of the idea that the Earth orbits the Sun, was an attempt to silence scientific discoveries that challenge prevailing religious dogmas. This suppressing the knowledge delayed scientific advancements and perpetuated ignorance, hindering humanity's progress. So everywhere where ignorance was supported and awareness, intelligence, wisdom, cleverness, curiosity was suppressed, can the Creator pull the shock and the trauma and send unconditional love to you? Faith has been also mask of corruptions, as some institutions were abusing, shielding leaders from accountability. There were so many scandals involving religious leaders and institutions, like financial embezzlement, abuse, sexual abuse. But these have been often concealed by evoking the sanctity of the institution of the leader's divine authority. This really could break the trust and faith in an organization and can cause profound harm to individuals and to communities. So everywhere you were a victim of that, can the Creator pull the shock and the trauma and start sending lots of unconditional love. And again, the energy of forgiveness comes in. You can give it up to God and allowing God to resolve it without you needing to find justice or reason. Just letting it go. Faith has also been used as a justification for censorship. It was used to restrict freedom of speech, expression, creativity, often under the pretext of protecting moral or spiritual values. For example, banning or burning books or beautiful art or music was deemed, as being unholy. For example, during the Salem witch trials, where even suspicious of divergence from religious norms led to persecutions. This action shifted cultural expression and diversity, imposing narrow interpretation of morality and faith. So can the Creator teach the clear discernment between the highest perspective of faith and this limiting faith, and pull the shock and the trauma of any space, time, dimensions, all versions of you when you were a victim of such experiences, and sending you lots of unconditional love. So indeed, while faith has been misused throughout history, it's also a profound force for healing, unity, and transformation. To reclaim faith as a positive force, humanity can encourage critical thinking, because indeed, faith can coexist with reason and reflection, allowing us to question and seek deeper truth. So can the Creator show you how to do that with ease and grace? That this is safe, it's possible, and you can do it. And can the Creator also show your ancestors who are still afraid of you practicing faith and curiosity and individuality in the same time, seeking truth? Faith can unify rather than divide when it honors diversity and respects other beliefs. Just like we in Theta Healing, right? It's not limited to any culture, religion. So can the Creator show you how to practice that and how to be an advocate of that this is safe, it's possible, because it can inspire unity. Institutions and leaders must prioritize transparency and integrity to rebuild trust and faith, right? So can the Creator show you that if you are in this position as a leader, how to do that, how to prioritize transparency with ease and grace? Faith is a deeply personal connection and can thrive when individuals are empowered to connect with their own sense of purpose and divinity. So can the Creator bring this in for you, that you know how to embrace this, how to embody this, and how to practice faith, and how to be empowered by it, and how to embody and allow this sense of purpose grow inside of you every day. So yeah, we talked about some historical limiting ways of learning faith, or what was said that was faith. But there are also more limiting ways. So let's start with radical skepticism, because this really pushes us to question beliefs, assumptions, and accepted truths. This questioning can dismantle blind faith, beliefs held without examination or personal conviction, and replace it with a deeper, more authentic faith that arises from personal exploration. For example, a person raised in a particular religion, may question its teaching and practices through skepticism. While this may initially lead to doubt, and sometimes it leads to, atheism or changing a religion, but often results in a deeper understanding of their spiritual path. So this can also help to develop faith, not because they were told to believe, but because they have wrestled with the doubts and found answers that resonated with their inner truth. Does that resonate with you? So can the Creator show you that this is also okay? So if you were skeptical, if you were doubting the existence of God or a higher power, it's okay, because it also served you. You also learned to develop your own faith through that. Can the Creator just bring you the understanding of that from the seventh plane, and releasing any guilt or shame that this may have caused. Beautiful. Because faith that survives doubt is often unshakable because it has been tested and refined. How beautiful is that? Can the Creator teach you that from the highest perspective of the seventh plane? And as I said, atheism, right? So rejecting faith entirely due to disillusionment or lack of spiritual experience. We all met people that were atheists, or maybe in some lifetimes we were atheists. So can the Creator cancel clear resolve? I'm an atheist. Can the Creator show you that it's safe for you to have faith? It's possible for you to have faith, and it is safe and possible and permitted for you to choose your fate and how to have faith and what to have faith in. So the other side of the coin is blind faith, because blind faith means believing without discernment, leading to devotion to harmful ideologies or manipulative leaders. Everywhere where that happened to you, can the Creator teach you, pull the shock and the trauma. And the important thing is here, can the Creator teach you healthy faith, and this faith from the seventh plane, and the clear discernment between that and blind faith. Can the Creator show you that you can have faith and have wisdom and awareness simultaneously, and that you can have faith and you can have discernment in the same time? Many people are materialistic. This means they have faith in materialism, over relying on wealth, status, possessions for fulfillment, neglecting spiritual, emotional growth. So everything, everywhere that happened to you, or you seen that and it impacted you, can the Creator pull shock and trauma and send you unconditional love? Can the Creator show you how to have balance, how you can indeed have wealth and create a status and enjoy your possessions that are basically, for you to maintain, and that you can create fulfillment through these, and you can also have spiritual and emotional growth in the same time. Okay. So many people go through a very traumatic experience that involves profound pain or betrayal, and that can lead to a belief that nothing good exists and that the universe or God is unfair, and lose their faith. So can the Creator pull the shock and the trauma everywhere where you lost your faith? Your faith in you, your faith in God, your faith in that everything's going to work out for you, and sending you lots and lots of unconditional love and light to guide you back to the path of faith. Because faith is an essential ingredient in many human endeavors. Some examples are for marriage, faith in a relationship, strength, mutual commitment, and the power of love to endure challenges can really save relationships and marriages. So can the Creator show you how to have faith and in that strength of a relationship? Faith in the institution of marriage, if you choose to marry. Parenting, believing in your ability to nurture and guide your children through an unpredictable world, can be challenging, but can the Creator show you how to have faith in your ability to parent your children, how to have faith that your children chose you for a reason, and just lean to God's love and light through your parenting. Can the Creator also show you how you can trust in your body's capacity to heal, the efficacy of treatments, or the power of spiritual and emotional transformation? Can the Creator just magnify your faith in your body's sacred wisdom, and that this is safe, it's possible, it's permitted for you? Manifestation, definitely one of the virtues needed is faith, right? Relying on unseen forces to co-create your desires into reality. Having faith that the universe will support you. Can the Creator show you how to do that? with ease and grace. How to allow these co-creative processes to get stronger each day. Having faith in your ability to evolve, to overcome obstacles and create a fulfilling life. It's important. So may I witness Creator showing you how to have faith in your ability to evolve, creating a fulfilling, empowering life, that this is safe for you, you're deserving, you're worthy. Faith and organized religions go hand in hand, they intertwine, but are not synonymous. Religion can provide structure, community, there are rituals that can nurture faith. However, faith transcends religion. It is a personal connection to the divine, the universe, or one's inner truth. People can have deep faith without aligning with a specific religion, and some may practice religions without cultivating true faith. The distinction lies in whether the belief system fosters empowerment, love, spiritual growth, or imposes fear, guilt, or blind obedience. So, can the Creator teach you clear discernment between faith and organized religion? That you have clear discernment between the two, and that you know that you can practice faith and have faith with or without practicing religion. It's all good. This is your choice. Some of the religions are beautiful foundations of spiritual growth. But may the Creator bless you that you find the highest and the best way for you to strengthen your faith. All right, hope versus faith. These are very close related, and of course the virtue of hope is coming up, but they are still distinct, and their essence and application both involve looking towards the future, yet they are operating a different level of belief and action. Hope is more like a wish, and faith is more trust. Hope dreams, faith believes. Both are valuable and necessary, but faith has the power to transform hope into action, ensuring the spark of possibility becoming a beacon of certainty. So would you like to have Creator's clear discernment between hope and faith, that yours is the same, and how you can allow hope to fuel your faith? Beautiful. Can the Creator now, through the seventh plane, connect you to the law of fate? The law of fate has all the colors of the rainbow. And I would like you to just close your eyes and allow this rainbow shower flow to you and through you. Magnifying 10 times, 100 times your ability to have faith in yourself, faith in positive outcomes, faith in God's love for you, faith in your abilities and in your purpose and in your manifestations. Beautiful. Can I witness the Creator expanding this session to 7 generations backwards and forwards, offering it to everyone in your genetic line, the highest and the best way? Who says yes for these upgrades? And may I witness Creator activating your spiritual DNA of fate through the 7th plane. Wow, this was beautiful and powerful. Can the Creator release people from your past, present, future from teaching you fate through doubting you, through suppressing you, to trauma? Can the Creator mark complete every oath, vow, promise, contract, releasing you from their obligation, marking curses and limiting blessings complete, that would prevent fate from being part of your everyday life, all areas of your life? And can I witness Creator retrieving all your soul fragments from all those places, from all those people, from all those experiences that we talked during this session, cleansed by unconditional love, charged with fate, return to you and anyone and everyone else's, sent back to them. Oh, and one more thing is coming in. Any religious initiation that is hindering your ability to have faith in God's power, can I witness Creator releasing from your cellular memory, from your energetic field, from your blueprint? Can the Creator remove, for most of you, is the cross on the forehead that is blocking the third eye? May I witness releasing that to God's light, without fearing that then you are guilty of the sins of Adam and Eve. Okay, thank you. All right. Thank you for being here. The letter F has some more very powerful virtues, and I'm excited to share them with you. Until next time, love you.